All right, boys and girls, it's about 11 after the hour on Tuesday. So we're just doing some quick pre-market analysis here, getting ready for the open of the New York session, which happens in about 19 minutes. Um, okay, right now, we've been in a pretty serious uptrend on the 1 hour, but we are looking at right now taking a pretty serious dip coming into New York Open. Now, we haven't quite broken structure in the 1 hour just yet, um, but when we look at the 5 minute, we have definitely broken structure to the downside, and right now are headed back toward London lows. So I anticipate we're going to see a liquidity sweep here at London and Asian lows. And we may even dip as low as some of these other um, low time frame as well. We'll see if the trend continues down there. We're definitely going to have to see if this makes its way down in here, and then look to see if we get an upturn, or to look to see if it's a continuation there. And that'll be the same with S&P as well. As we look at that. S&P is also showing very similar structure. We're not really getting any variation between them. I'm not really seeing any SMT action at this point, but we'll keep an eye on it. You know, I am seeing that S&P is definitely more on a positive response path than Nasdaq has been. Nasdaq seems to be more negatively affected by all the market action that's been going on, where S&P has been um, positive in action, for lack of a better way of explaining it. So I think opening bell, we're just going to look to see that this continuation happens. We dip down into these liquidity areas here, and then begin to see if there's an opportunity for things to reverse and come back up, or if we're continuing a trend downwards. Some of that is also going to be news driven, given that today is the deadline for the ceasefire and Iranian um, Straits of Hormuz agreement, and all of that kind of situation going on in real world news at this time. So there could be some effects of that on what happens with the market, at least to some extent. So we have to be cognizant of what's going on there. Um, at least be ready for if we see any major moves that's happening. So at least for now, this is a sit and wait and hold tight on what's happening. So I'm going to take some time and just clear out. We can see. Well, let me back up here. We can see that Nasdaq had previously swept out New York highs here, did not get there on the S&P, and then quickly after sweeping these New York highs, um, reversed and moved in a downward trend. So this is pretty common for these kinds of moves. What we'll do now is just check to see if um, these kinds of movements, these kinds of price action typifies what we've been running into in the recent months. So got a couple hourly draws that we're taking care of here. The S&P did not reach those New York highs, which is very interesting. It also didn't come as low as what we're seeing NASDAQ have done in between as well. So this will be interesting to see what exactly we end up with here as we get into market open. Yeah, it really looks like Asia was trading kind of flat. We didn't see much of a liquidity sweep there, more like a kind of a continuance that came up. But even then, we didn't see anything really sweep there either. So um, Asia did sweep New York highs, came down, moved back up to higher. We are getting an uptrend for sure, right up to where we see this pullback, kind of an hourly pullback. So you know, if things are moving still in an upward trend as we're expecting, this really just should be a liquidity sweep down into here and then a move back up. So I'll get marking off these areas and we will be ready for market open. All right, forgot to get rid of a couple of markers here where these key levels have been removed or been swept out. Want to have some relatively clean looking price action here as we get here, so we have something to look at here. Well, got some things here to clear out too, so let's get those cleared out. All right, everything else looking pretty good. All right, we're going to go back to the hourly. I've got a few hourly points to mark out. Okay. Okay, we do have one here. We have a low right there we can mark out. Excuse me. We had quite a move in New York session yesterday. We did not break structure. Well, we did break structure to the downside, but quickly reversed even that and turned right around and broke structure to the upside within the hour there. So, you know, some very volatile moves there. You know, if you remember from yesterday's video, it was in that move right there that I actually hit max loss. I had a very unfortunate judgment call on some trades there and got taken out pretty heavy. So, yeah. All right, we'll keep an eye on today's price action and look to get ourselves in a much more favorable position today. Okay, 15-minute is also in a downtrend currently. So again, this is where really what we're looking for is a sweep down here. I don't anticipate, unless we have a continuance and we're really breaking down, you know, getting down into this area here where we have sort of a break point. Excuse me as well. We'll have to see what the day holds. I think I might just keep these on the 15-minute for now, just to keep myself from getting into any particular trades. I think the wise thing to do here is just sit it out for the first 15 or 20 minutes and just see where price action wants to go. Maybe even the first half hour, maybe even the first hour. Like I said, the bias is still bullish for the most part, with the liquidity sweep happening down in here. but we will see and we will wait. The idea is to be patient and to let the trades come to us. So something will present itself, and we will be trying to keep ourselves as aware as possible of what's going on with price action. So just under 10 minutes to market open. Excuse me. Wondering if one of these times I'll just go live with my stream and just see how that plays out for everyone. Um, the channel's only been getting, one view here, two views there. Um, okay, Trump's been all over the news this morning. So, haven't really noticed much in terms of the market jumping around with Trump tweeting this morning. So, either on True Social or on X or whatever the case may be. So, I don't know that that's really going to have as much of an impact as it typically does. I think more of it's going to be affected by whatever happens tonight after the deadline has been set and going into tomorrow. Okay, we got 5 minutes to market open. As I mentioned before, we do have a break of structure to the downside, so definitely in a downtrend on the 5 minute and 15 minute, which we see here, can see here. Low and a high is a low. We did finish right here, complete a candle below that low, so that's our break of structure. So here we're looking at a continuation of the break of structure. Right here we've got a low time frame or relatively low time frame area of liquidity. Obviously we've got London lows, we've got an hourly low, and then we've got Asian. So really with this, as I mentioned before, we're really looking to see a sweep down of these lows and then to see whether we get it to curl back up or we get a continuation and we keep heading down. With that being said, we have other targets that we could get to at this low right here. We have a low right here. We have a low right here. So we do have some other targets for areas of liquidity that we could get to. We got a fair value gap right here in the 15-minute that we're also looking at as well. As I'm looking at the 5-minute, I only see a small value gap. There is a value gap on the 5-minute, which I'm going to mark out because that particular one, I think, could be pretty consequential if we do start seeing an upturn. Now, whether we see that at an opening, okay, so we got a 5-minute value gap right here. If we see that get inversed, then I think we might be looking at a good opportunity for longs after the sweep. The value gap isn't quite as dramatic here on NASDAQ, but it still exists in the same, relatively same spot or same general area of the price action. So we'll keep our eyes on that and see if there's something that gives us a chance at a trade. I'm seeing another 5-minute gap up here. Samesies for right in here where we didn't quite inverse that gap. It's interesting, we did inverse the gap here, but did not get continuation after inversing the gap. So, you know, that's something where you got to make sure you're watching for those. You always got to jump to the lower time frame and see if you can get your confirmation and continuation. So for now, we got about just under a minute and a half to market open. I'm going to switch back to 15-minute again now that these 5-minute gaps have been marked out. And we're just going to wait for market to open, and we're just going to watch for a while. Okay, got about 30 seconds to market open. Nope. Oh, for crying out loud. Get it in the basket. There we go. Okay, well, I guess NASDAQ had its immediate sweep right down to take out the lows. That was a pretty hefty shot down. To see that in the first 30 seconds. I mean, clearly we're coming down. We're going to be taking out those lows. Okay, so that's already happened. That was a pretty crazy shot down. Okay. Now that we swept out the lows there, I'm going to move down to the 5-minute. We're going to keep our eyes on a break of structure heading back up, and we're also going to be looking at the possibility of inversing that value gap. That happened very quickly. S&P a little bit slower to take out the lows. We did take out London and hourly. We have not taken out Asian, but that looks like it's coming. I'm going to switch to the 5-minute here since we at least took out one of our major price points. Okay, NASDAQ's just tanking out. And that's a pretty major deal. So we're going to have to see what that looks like, either continuing or making its way back. Excuse me there a minute. Okay. Okay, S&P still hasn't quite taken out Asian lows. NASDAQ clearly bombed right through it, so take a quick look at the 1 minute here and see what that's been looking like. Okay, so the news pop-ups are so funny. Just take a look at what's happening over here. Okay, we're seeing similar price action on this. Okay, we see that we've taken out these lows here. We're now looking at taking out these lows. So that low has been hit now. Next target would be down here. Okay, interestingly, we did not inverse this gap right here, even though we came and swept those lows. We have a 5-minute gap right here that did not inverse. This one did inverse, but this one looks like it's holding. So NASDAQ clearly more volatile. Okay, we're going to look for a break of structure to the upside to see if we are actually coming back on this. We do have a value gap here that we can inverse as well at the same time, but really this one here is the one that needs to inverse. So we did break Asia lows as well, so the sweep is complete on both um, indexes. Switch back to the 5-minute here. Okay, we didn't quite get the liquidity sweep down below here or down in here. But we're going to wait just for a moment because this could be a flag formation, and that could just mean that we're dumping down further. Let's go back to the 5-minute and just see if we have any other break points here. We already came down and swept those lows. Okay, so really it's just a matter of, are we going to be taking out this value gap right here? That's really what we're looking at. So we're just looking to see if that closes out. So let's just keep an eye on this right here. I'm going to leave this right, where is it? I'm sorry, there it is, right there. I'm going to leave this right here. We're going to see if this closes and inverses that value gap. I got about 2 minutes. Looks like we're inversing the value gap on this one as well. Or at least getting there. We'll see where this closes. There we go. Can see a little better now with that. There. Okay, go back here to this. Just got to see if we close below that. We took a pretty hard stab at it, so honestly, this really could be a break. And if we do break that value gap, then clearly we've got some. I'll just look for some shorts at this point. I'll mark out some other areas of liquidity for target points, and then we'll look at getting into something there. Taking out a lot of liquidity here, so. Now, not always, but pretty often there's when there's a steep drop like this, there's a pretty equal offset to it that comes back at some point. Okay, looks like we did not inverse the value gap there, but we did inverse it on, let me take a quick look here. Oop, not there. Looks like we did inverse it on NASDAQ though. Yeah. Yeah, inverse the gap on NASDAQ. So I'm going to move down to the 1-minute and see if there's an opportunity here. First, I'm going to mark off some liquidity areas here on the 5-minute. I think we have, well, we already hit that liquidity, so it's pretty much going to be right down in here. We're going to be looking for liquidity down in here and maybe down in here. So I'm going to look for continuation. This could be the reversal point, but with that liquidity, we did not get that here as well. So I'm going to move to the 1-minute and just see if maybe we have a continuation here. Got a lot of chop is what we've got. We do have a little bit of a break of structure to the upside on the 1 minute in S&P. We do not have that break of structure on the NASDAQ. So right now we're showing a bullish SMT starting to form here. We have a break of structure to the upside, but this could still head down. So what I'm going to look for is to see if we begin to break downward now, or if we continue upward. So let's just take a look, see what this gives us. We have a value gap here on the 1 minute. I do not see one. I do not see one on S&P. Got a lot of sideways here, so we're going to wait. We do have a break of structure to the upside on NASDAQ now. So I think I'm going to wait for an inverse value gap, because getting back up there is this is going to be a weird one. I don't know if I want to take that trade with the value gap being so big right there. And we also have the value gap on the 5 minute, which is still in a downtrend. I might actually wait for the 5 minute value gap to be inversed before I really look into taking a positive trade there. But I also don't want to miss the move back up. This is a tough one. I think I'm going to go long here.
Order filled.
Okay, I'm out.
Order filled.
I can't handle the movement there. It's just dropping too damn low. It did not get that value gap, so I took a loss on that one. Not the smartest of moves there. Okay, this could continue to head down now. All right, so we didn't get a break of structure to the downside just yet. Okay, I think the S&P actually looks more promising. I might go with the S&P here. Okay, I'm going to get
Order
into the
filled.
long on the S&P. Get ready to pull out here. If we break structure to the upside, I think we'll be okay. We're floundering on NASDAQ. I'm nervous about that value gap. I really think I need to think about how that's going to change itself here. NASDAQ looks like it's starting to make its move again now. I think we just need to hang on for a little bit here. Okay, we inverse the value gap. It's weird. It was a bigger move on this one, and yet I'm not. Okay, I'm going to get
Order
out
filled.
now, and then I'm going to look to get back in here on a curl. We've got a pretty nasty looking bearish SMT going on here. Okay. If we meet equilibrium here and we don't inverse this gap, we've already hit equilibrium. So if we don't inverse that gap, this could head back up again. All right, we did not inverse the gap. So now what we need is movement that breaks above, but that SMT really has me concerned. Testing the gap again. If we can break above here, then we might be headed up. It might be worth another long here. So I'm going to look at taking another long on the S&P. I don't think the NASDAQ is quite ready. I just don't know. We're testing that value gap. Okay, now we're looking at something. If we close above these highs, we're pretty much good to go. Got about 30 seconds. Might actually take it over here. Yep, I'm going to take it here.
Order filled.
I think we're going to be testing this gap here now. I'll take it up to the test of the gap, and then I'll think about getting out at that point. Yeah, see, I think S&P was the better bet here. We're just not seeing this on. All right, I'm going to pull out here.
Order filled.
I think there's another entry, but I'm going to wait on it. Let me see. I might get back in, but I got to wait for this candle to close. That SMT is really, really out of there. But we've had some strange ones before. There we go.
Order
Okay,
filled.
getting back in. Okay, we look strong here. Oh, hang on. I might need to get out of this. Yeah, I need to get out.
Order filled.
Okay. NASDAQ definitely has more volatile. I still think there's a long here. We did pop down into that value gap. I think I just have to wait until we break the value gap on the 5-minute. I just don't think we're there yet. Okay, we're gonna sit tight. We need to check candle on this. We need that value gap to be inversed. That SMT is a little disconcerting. We do have a break of structure to the upside. Okay, now we're looking good. Good. All right, we're getting
Order
in now.
filled.
Come on. That SMT is killing me. There we go. Gotta make those highs and then we're good. I got in right at a crappy point. Okay. Starting to look better now. Starting to look better. Come on. Green day would be great today. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Need you to get above those highs. Break those highs, buddy. Break the highs. So close. Break the highs. There we go. And if you close out higher, now we should be okay. Okay, I'm going to get out
Order
here.
filled.
I'm going to wait. I think we need a pullback. We need a rest. Still down. All right, I'm getting back in.
Order filled.
I think this is our push. All right, we now have moved past, so this is good. So now, oh, snap. Nope, we're not looking good now. Damn it.
Order
I gotta
filled.
get out. God damn it. Ah, this is frustrating. All right, let's wait. Let's try it again. Let's wait and see what we got here. I like where we're at, but okay, I'm getting back
Order
in.
filled. Order filled.
I am literally bouncing back and forth here. This is a fight here, man. I'm telling you. Okay, getting
Order
back
filled.
in.
Order filled.
All right, I'm back out. Okay, if we inverse this gap, I'll get back in. We're testing it, but we haven't inversed it, so. we do need a pullback. Nasdaq definitely more volatile than the S&P. See what this looks like on the 1 minute. We keep pushing, but we keep waning. So I gotta wait. This value gap is really the key. Yep, let it come back. Equilibrium.
Order filled.
I'm gonna get in here. This is probably not a great move, but we'll see. Saw equilibrium get hit, so we'll see if this continues. Nope, 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 nope. It's playing out equilibrium. Got to be very careful about my losses here. No, I got to get out.
Order filled.
Okay. All right, this isn't working out so well. We had a candle that closed below. We basically broke structure. So now we got to see if I can get back in here. I still say we have a long, but we'll have to see. Got to wait for break of structure back up or something. Maybe we don't have the long we think we do. Okay.
Order filled.
Get back in here. I think now at this point we're testing this value gap, and if we do peak it, then our target is going to be right up here. I think that's our target. I think that's our target right there. It wants that fair value gap. Okay. We're getting there. We're close. Oh, we got another value gap we got to get through. Shit. Can we push through it? All we got to do is touch it. Come on. Just get to those highs. It's all I need. Push the highs. Push the highs. Something green on the day. Come on now. Come on. The value gap, man. Push. Come on, you're right there.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
All right. Well, I did it. We do have a green day. It took a while, but I think I'm just going to have to figure that as being good. Now we have an SMT going the other way. Oh, good Lord. If we breach that value gap, which we barely did, but if we breach it, then maybe another trade. Let me see. We'll wait till this finishes. Okay, we do have another spot there. Okay, I'm going to enter.
Order filled.
Actually, I'm going to
Order
get out.
filled.
Shit. I'm not going to get in there. There we go. Now I'll get in.
Order filled.
No. Oh my
Order filled.
God. Ah, it's fucking dumb as fuck.
Order filled.
Okay, it broke up, so all right, we should be okay. Come on. Oh, God damn it, I can't. It's got to be a bold move up, man. Come on. Give me something I can work with, please. Gotta break that value gap. If you can break that value gap, man. Come on, man. I can't take any more losses here. I need to. Struggling.
Order filled.
Fuck.
Order filled.
Shit, I think I got in too soon. Come on, man. It's a tough one, man. It's a fucking tough one. Nope, I can't do it. I can't
Order
fucking
filled.
do it. God damn it. Fuck!
Order filled.
No, come on. Oh, please. Just fucking dump, please.
Order filled.
Okay. I cannot read the markets today. Okay, let's go back to basics and see if anything shows itself. Let's go back to basics.
Order filled. Order filled.
Oh, what? Oh my God.
Order filled. Order filled.
The fuck am I doing? All right, I'm done. I'm done. All right, guys. Almost a $600 loss today. Just too many trades. I had tried too many goddamn things and just did not find my pace, did not find where I was at, and I've only got a little bit left before I blow a bunch of accounts. So, um, all right, I'm out for the day. I can't take this market anymore. So that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully, I'll survive and we'll be able to get through tomorrow. All right.